Now, I'm a massive Audi RS6 fan. It's a car that does it all. Now, not only does it do it all, it does it in a ridiculously quick time. 4-litre V8, 600 brake horsepower. If you get the right spec, which is a Vorsprung, now the reason I say that is, a Vorsprung gives you absolutely everything you can possibly want specification-wise. From camera system, sliding pan roof, exterior style, sports exhaust, you name it, it comes on a Vorsprung. So instead of having to try and build a car with packs and different additions and whatnot, just comes as standard. The other thing I would want is a good colour. Now, Mythos Black with the full stealth pack, so you've got gloss black alloy wheels, multi-spokes, they were an upgrade. The full front end is completely de-chromed. Now, you've just had a look at the front end. Now, if you compare the width of an RS6 to a normal A6, they are far wider, makes it a very aggressive looking car, but yet very practical at that. You've got huge boot space, plenty of rear passenger space. Matrix LEDs, so the highest or best LED lighting system that Audi physically produce, standard on a Vorsprung. Multi-spokes in gloss black, red brake calipers that sit behind. Now, the red brake calipers are quite important when you see the interior. So that is the only piece of colour on the exterior. So full stealth RS6. Sliding pan roof, which you had to go for a Vorsprung to get that on that model. This one's a 72 plate. It's only done 18,000 miles. When you go inside, black leather, RS design pack on the interior in red, which again works lovely with that exterior with the brake calipers and the black all just going together lovely. So you've got sliding pan roof with two different sun visors, one for the rear passengers. You've even got ISOFIX points in the back. So if you're trying to convince your other half that you need a family car, but you still want something that's exciting to drive, this could be the car. Huge boot space, the biggest in its class. Fully de-chromed rear, sports exhaust as standard. Huge amount of boot space, whether it's suitcases, you're going on holiday, you're shopping, you're going to the gym, whatever it might be, you'll get it in there, no problem whatsoever. Huge oval exhausts, which come with a switchable mode on the interior, on the steering wheel, makes it dead straightforward. Even got your gloss black logo, so it's fully stealth. Now, whenever we get a car that's fully blacked out in colour and wheels and de-chromed, they just tend to attract a lot more attention, especially when they're an aggressive car like an RS6. So great car. Have a look at the interior before we go actually into it. Carbon twill on the door cards, all around the dash. Electric memory setting seats, Bang & Olufsen sound system. So if you were to look at a more standard RS6, not a Vorsprung, a lot of those features I've just mentioned would have to come in a pack. On a Vorsprung, it just has it. When I jump in, your seats are heated and cooled. And if you listen carefully, so that is the car starting in comfort mode. So that's the most tame mode you can physically put it in. You've then got several other drive modes just down on the dash, but just above there, you've got your heated seats, your cooled seats, your climate control, hidden away, and yes, if you have a look, flat bottom steering wheel, hidden away is your heated steering wheel, button in there, so flat bottom wheel with heated function. You've got adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, heads up display as well, which is a big one. Traffic sign recognition comes up in there. So as far as the driver's concerned, especially when you're driving a car at 600 brake horsepower, you don't need to deviate from where you're looking. You can just look straight at the road. Your navigation would come up in there, your speed, your traffic sign, everything would all come up in there. Your virtual cockpit, dead clear just below there if you do need to change anything, radio, media, telephone, etc. The RS modes I was talking about, if I press that button there, I don't know if the microphone will pick it up, but it'll change the exhaust tone. Just an unbelievable car. Bear in mind, there is a limit on them, so you can't do too much, but they're very, very high end, if not the most iconic performance estate. You think of others, there is others out there, but they don't hold the same status that an RS6 holds. Everyone knows what an RS6 is. Your dual tablet, mention the bottom screen, your top screen is everything else, your navigation, media, your telephone, your camera systems, rear view, aerial view. You've even got a 3D mode as well. We'll pop it back in park. In here you can control things like your ambient lighting that you see going around the door card just above that carbon twill. So we'll jump in here. Change all your different colours, change the brightness, dead straightforward. Quattro 4-wheel drive, massively important. Goes without saying, 600 brake horsepower in a car, it's not 4-wheel drive. Could be a little bit risky, but you can drive this car every day, day in, day out. It's got all the spec you want in it, the power. Slide the roof back as well. So you've just got a fantastic all-rounder. Unbelievable car to drive, great look about them. But again, it's not something that's too garish. A lot of people who buy an RS6 buy them because they understand what performance they have. They want to stand outside, but they don't want to be too out there and too in your face. So a stealth black RS6 will give you the performance, the look, Low miles, 18,000 miles, 72 plates, so cracking car for someone. If you're interested in buying it, feel free to give me a shout. My name is Paddy. Any Audi questions, I'll get them answered for you, no problem whatsoever. If you have some questions about your part exchange or how you can buy it, feel free to give me a shout on my number. I'll answer any questions that you've got.